Welcome everyone. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little half-hour Pilates class, and we're going to be doing it today with our lovely little bender ball. Alright, so we're going to connect with our breath, warm up a little bit, and then we'll get to work. Now, the breathing in Pilates is in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on the exhale, I want you to engage your core. So basically, suck your gut in every time you exhale. Exhale is loud and forceful like the letter H in hollow. If you don't want a loud exhale, you can pretend you're fogging up a window or, blowing out a candle. All right, so every time you exhale, belly button to spine the whole time. So it's something you really have to think about. So focus and concentrate on what you're doing. All right, so let's connect with our breath. So Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. Now for the first 4 breaths, on the exhale, I want your thighs tight, pelvic floor, bring it up. Buttocks tight, belly button to spine, and I want you to visualize that you've got a belt tied around your ribs. So basically everything nice and tight on the exhale for the first 4 breaths. Arms hanging down, standing tall, let's breathe. In through the nose, chest, exhale. Squeeze everything tight, breathe. Into the chest sideways, thoracic breathing, exhale. Keep going. Squeeze everything tight. One more. And all right. Release the heels, roll the shoulders out. The rest of the warm-up, the rest of the class, I want you only to focus on belly button to spine, all right? Let's go. Inhale up. And keep going. So let's start warming up the body. This gives you a chance to connect with your breath as well. Couple more. Inhale up. And one more time. Up. And down. All right. Roll the shoulders out. Shake the legs out. All right. So let's do another warm up. Standing feet a little bit wider if you'd like. Arms to the side. Inhale, arms back. Look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward, arms down. Left. So this is a nice gentle neck stretch. Warming up the shoulders and also releasing the chest. Nice stretch for the pectorals. Again. And one more time on each side. And down and roll the shoulders out. All right, and let's do one more. Let's do some nice calf raises. So let's get those legs warmed up, ankles and feet and toes. So this one here, I'll show you quickly. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet, come all the way down right onto the heels. Now this is going to challenge your balance. So it's really a nice idea if you can find a little spot on the floor, stare at it, it'll help you with your balance. Now this one here, do what you can. So arms to the side if that helps you with your balance. If not, you can bring your arms up to the ceiling, all right? Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Press down the balls of the feet, dig those toes in. And so you're really working on the strength of the toes, the feet, the ankles, and those lovely calves. Up. And one more up. Stay here. Breathe. And down. All right, roll it up. Roll out the ankles, shake those legs up. Release the tension into those calves. Roll the shoulders out. All right, so now let's get on the floor here with our little ball. So this little bender ball, mine actually says bender ball. So when you get one, inflate it, but I want you to have, it's got to be soft enough. So you should be able to kind of pinch it and grab it so it's not too hard, okay? Now, this one here, we are going to tuck it in right at the base of your spine. So you're just going to lean back. You're going to lean back on the ball, all right? So this one here is really going to get a lot of fire in the belly. So really working our abdominals, all right, and lower back muscles. So we're going to start with a roll down. So feet are a little bit wider, hip distance apart. Make sure your feet are nice and anchored into the floor. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this one here. Either you can hold on to the back of your leg and you're going to lean back, inhale back, and exhale. Or if you want, you can release your arms and lean back, Now when you lean back, you know, you're gonna have the ball to support you, but go back as far as when you get stuck and your belly gets hard. And then make sure your back stays straight, neck is long, and your head is level with your spine. So you're just kind of looking up to be maybe close to the ceiling. Try not to be rounded and bow your head. All right, and if you find it's too intense, just reduce your movements. You don't have to go too far back. All right, try to relax the shoulders. We're going to be doing 5, and we're going to stay for 5. If you get tired, stop and rest. All right, let's go. Inhale, and inhale down, exhale, belly button to spine, suck your gut in on the way up, don't forget. And now, next time you lean back, stay here, breathe. One more breath, and up, all the way. Now let's rest. Now we do a lot of resting between exercises. That's normal breathing and just enough time to slow down the heart rate and rest your body. Release the tension as it accumulates. This is your rest. Just bow your head, round your back, and just rest. Rest your belly. So everything we do, we're going to do sets of 5. We're going to hold for 5. So if you get tired, stop and rest. Don't be shy. Don't overdo it. Because every move you make has to have full control, working with precision. As soon as you start getting tired or your body gets a little shaky or maybe you lose track of your breath, that means you have to stop and rest. All right? So don't be shy. So the next one we're going to do, I want that ball still in the same place. All right? Nice and comfy. This particular one now is called scooping up the leaves. So this one here, again, is working core muscles, but this is going to start working some obliques, inner and outer, so the muscles along the side of your body. All right? Let me show you. I'll do a quick demo, and then we'll do it together. So this one here, either I can hold on to the back of the left leg or I can have my left arm extended. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to do a nice wide arc with the right arm. I'm going to follow my hand, my eye, and like that. All right? So I'll show you again. I'm going to inhale around, and there we go. Okay? So, ready? If you want to hold on to your leg to support yourself, that's fine. All right, let's go. Inhale, follow your hand with your eye. Scoop up the leaves and inhale. Keep that breath going. Follow and now the next time you lean back, stay here. Breathe. And up, all the way, and rest. We always take a lot of little rest. You know, you need to rest and slow everything down, and then you can go on a little further. If you don't stop and rest, you know what? You tend to run out of gas, and then everything you lose control. So make sure your ball is comfortable. Roll the shoulders out, roll them out. Let's try the left side now. So again, if you want to hold on to the leg to support, absolutely. If you want to leave it, release it, you can do that as well. Left arm, let's go. Inhale around and really working on mobility of the shoulder as well. Inhale back, stay here, breathe. And up and rest. Perfect. All right, little fire in the belly with that one. Perfect. Okay, so come up, take that ball from behind, and just roll the shoulders out. Roll them up. Release the tension in the shoulders. All right. Now, what I want you to do now is put the ball between your knees. I'm going to just set myself up so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, feet are on the floor, ball is between the knees. All we're going to do here is you're just squeezing the ball between your knees. That's it. So this one here is going to start working the inner thighs. You're going to feel your quads as well, working buttocks, pelvic floor muscles as well. All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to take your breath. You're going to exhale as you squeeze, inhale as you release. Squeeze the ball as hard as you can, all right? Don't worry, nobody's broken these balls yet. Now, with your arms, you can lean back, just lean back if you'd like. Just relax, keep your back straight. Your neck is long, you should be looking up. All right, take your breath now. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale. Two more if you're still with me. Now, the next time you squeeze that ball, stay there. Squeeze it and breathe. And take it easy. If you find something we do is not going to feel comfortable for you or cause you pain or anything, you don't have to do it. Do one, see how it feels. Make the adjustments if you have to or come right out of it. Don't be shy. And release. All right. Come forward and just rest. All right, perfect. Now we're going to be laying on our backs. All right, so this one here, I'd like you to put the ball between your ankles. All right, so back is comfortable, shoulders are relaxed. The ball is between your ankles. All right, now I'd like you to bring your legs up to the ceiling. Now, just having your legs up to the ceiling is working core strength. All we're going to do is we're going to do what they call a pendulum. We're going to inhale to one side. When you exhale, straight, squeeze that ball. You're going to inhale to the left, squeeze the ball as you come to center. That's it, all right? If you find this is a bit challenging, you can do the same thing with your knees. Bend your knees, do your pendulum this way if you find that's a little easier for you, okay? Make that little adjustment if you don't have the core strength, do it between your knees. All right, everybody ready? Inhale to the right, exhale, squeeze. Left, inhale, squeeze. Again, we're working the thighs. You feel your belly, keep going. Squeeze. And couple more on each side, and now the next side you lean to, stay there, squeeze that ball, breathe. This is actually working your hips as well. Breathe, squeeze it. Belly button to spine, don't forget, kiss your spine with your belly button. Come to center, go to the other side, squeeze that ball, breathe. And center, bend, and now I want you to just straighten your legs very gently, very carefully straighten your legs. Stretch those thighs out, stretch out your belly, stretch those hips out. If you want, I'm going to put the ball here so I don't lose it. Bring your hands over your head, lengthen your body, stretch it out. Slow down the breath, normal breathing, slow down the heart rate. Perfect. All right. And let's release the lower back. I want you to bring your knees up, give yourself a little hug. If you want, you can rock, really releasing the lower back. Because as you work on strengthening the core muscles, your abdominals, your lower back, everything works together. If you have a weak lower back, you usually have a weak core and the opposite as well. Now the next one we're going to do, I'm going to give you two different ways to do this one. Excuse me. First of all, if you want to try it with the ball between your ankles, we're going to go from straight to 1 o'clock and up. That's it. When you come back up is when you squeeze the ball. If you find you want to try something a little different, you can put the ball underneath your hips. And you can do it this way. All right? I'm going to give you the choice because the next two exercises after, we're going to have the ball underneath our hips as well. So when the ball is underneath your hips, make sure it's underneath the nice bony structure of the hip, and your lower back is not on the ball. All right? I'm going to do it between my ankles. If you want, like I said, put it underneath your hips if you prefer to do it that way. You're still working the same muscles. So everybody ready? Pardon me. We're going to go inhale to 1 o'clock. You're going to exhale, squeeze the ball back to straight. Ready? Inhale 1 o'clock, and if you're a little stronger, you want to go a little lower, you can. Make sure your back does not move and your belly doesn't pooch up if you go lower. Squeeze it back up. Try to relax the shoulders. And squeeze that ball as tight as you can. And almost there. Up. And now the next time you bring it down to wherever you want it to be, stay there and breathe. One more. Bring it up, bend and rest. All right, you can straighten your legs again, stretch it all out. If the ball is under your hips, take it away from the hips, stretch your body out. Slow down the breath, slow down the heart rate. Don't forget to give yourself a hug. Stretch that lower back out right away. All right. Perfect. So now we're going to put the ball underneath our hips, just like I mentioned earlier. All right, let me see where we are. Now, I find the easiest way to get the ball under my hips is to roll my body to the side, tuck the ball there, and then roll up on it. But if you want to do it any other way, that's just fine. Now, make the adjustment. Now the ball, when you get into position, just kind of roll back and forth, side to side, and see how it feels. If you come down, you should feel your little glutes should be, your little cheeks there should be kind of hanging off. And if you put your hand underneath behind, your lower back should be free. You should still have an arch on your back. So that ball is supported by the nice bony structure of your hips, all right, and your pelvis and all that. So from here, I want you to bring your knees up. Now, this is really working on stability on the ball, really going to work those core muscles to keep you nice and stable and not moving around. So bring your knees up, see how you feel. If you're not comfortable, make those adjustments. Find the place on the ball that feels good. That's why it's important that the ball is not too hard. If the ball is too hard, it really is uncomfortable and it does not feel good. So the ball is a little bit softer, and so it's a little squishier. All right, so let's start with our toe taps. Bring your legs into table. This position is called table. Let me show you this one here. You're going to inhale, tap your toe, and you're going to exhale up to table, all right? This particular exercise is focusing on the lowest part of our rectus abdominis of our belly, right down here, right by our navel, all right? So, focusing on that. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Ready? Inhale, and don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Exhale, belly button to spine. And inhale down, tap your toe. Couple more. Inhale down, and now, the next time you tap your toe, stay here. Breathe. One more breath. Come up. Stay on the ball if you can. Just bring your knees up. You put your hands on your legs or keep them on the floor. And just bring them up a little closer to your chest, and that'll stretch your back out. Perfect. All right. Now, if everybody's okay, if you're tired, you can take a little rest. You can put your feet on the floor and rest. If not, let's go to the next one from here. Again, legs up. Ball is still where it is. Adjust your shoulders. Make sure you're nice and stable. We're going to do an open V. You're only opening up your legs as wide as the mat, and then you close them. Inhale, and heel up. Inhale only as wide as the mat. Exhale. This is working the inner thighs. Keep going. Inhale. Two more. Focus, concentrate on what you're doing. Follow the breath. And next time you're open, stay here. Breathe. And close, bend, feet on the floor. All right, now you can roll off the ball. Roll off the ball. Straighten your legs very carefully. and stretch your body out. Bring your arms over your head if you'd like, and stretch your body out. And then don't forget your little hug. Stretch that lower back out. You can rock from side to side, really lengthen the spine, release those back muscles, and if you need extra stretch for your lower back, just do some little circles. This is all normal breathing. Little circles to the left and right will really release that lower back a little bit more. All right, perfect. Now, from here, I want you to bring yourself up to a seated position. Come up nice and slow. All right, so, and we have one more. We're almost done. So now I want you to get onto the hands and knees. Keep your ball handy. We're going to do a couple of stretches before we go any further. Now, this position here is called the table. So knees and hips are lined up, elbows, shoulders, wrists lined up. Let's do some cat and cows, just normal breathing. Head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. And then arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Just keep going up and down. This is going to stretch it. When you come up into your cow, you're going to stretch into your chest. You stretch out your abdominals. And when you get into your little cow, you're lengthening the spine, really releasing upper back. And this is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. Cat and cow. We do this a lot in our yoga class as well. And come to center. All right. Now I want you to take your ball. So the next one we're going to do is called a donkey kick. So so it's specifically for your buttocks and your hamstring. All right, so let me show you this one here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ball, I'm going to put it behind my right calf and the back of my right leg. Kind of squeeze it in nice and tight. Let me show you what we're going to do. My arms are nice and lined up. I'm going to lift my knee off the floor, and as I come up, I'm going to squeeze the ball, try to get your leg level to your back. If that's a little too intense, just put it wherever you can, all right? So when you come up, you're going to squeeze the ball, and when you come back down, you're going to release it. Just loosen that ball up a little bit. Release your grip a little bit. The knee does not touch the floor. So here again, if your arms aren't very strong or your wrist, you can do this on your fists. Changes the angle of the wrist if that helps. Or double up your mat or put a little thin towel or something underneath your wrists. Now, head is level with the spine. Let's see what we can do. This one here you're going to feel pretty good. So you might want to make adjustments as you get along. We're going to do 5 and we're holding for 5. So pace yourself, stop if you get tired or if it gets to be a bit much. Ready? Knee off the floor. Inhale, squeeze, up. And exhale. Up, squeeze. And up. Inhale, squeeze. Almost there. Inhale, squeeze. And one more, up. Now, next time you're up there, if you can, bring it up, stay here, hug that ball, squeeze, breathe. One more. Come down. All right, release the ball. Shake your hands and wrists out. Now let's take a little stretch here. We're going to get into our little shell. Open up the knees. I want you just to lean back and just rest. Rest on your form. Rest your hands on your wrists. Just bow your head. It's just normal breathing. So just rest, stretch everything out. And we just have one more side to do. All right, so when you're ready, shake the hands out, move your fingers around. Let's try the other side now. All right, so the ball, tuck it in behind the calf and the back of your leg. All right, everybody's ready? Knee off the floor, inhale up, hug that ball, and then exhale. And up, squeeze. And this one can be a bit intense, so adjust yourself as you get along. Up and almost there. Squeeze. And next time you're up, stay here. Breathe. Squeeze. One more breath. Down. All right. And release the ball. You can let the ball go. We're done with the ball. Open up the knees, rest. Rest the hands, the wrists, just bow your head in. Normal breathing. All right, perfect. Let's come up to mountain, up to standing. Shake it all out. We're gonna do a few stretches and we're done. So I want you to get into a nice wide V. This is just normal breathing. Let's stretch the body out now. Right arm up, reach and lean. Slow everything down, slow down the breath. Lengthen that right side of your body. Stretch out your belly, your legs, your hips, your back. The lateral stretch. Lateral flexion of the spine as well. Keeping our spine nice and safe and balanced. Reach. Come up. Bring the right arm up. Come all the way up. Stretch. Stretch that belly out. The arms, the shoulders. Now we're going to get into a V-straddle split. You can come halfway or all the way down. You can bend your knees if you like. Come down, hinging at the hips. If you want, put your hands on your knees. Just come down halfway. You can bend your knees. Or hands on the floor, fingertips, knuckles, hands. Legs are straight or bent, doesn't matter. It's just a stretch. V-straddle split. Walk your hands to the left. Get a nice deep stretch into that hamstring that we just worked. Inner thigh of the right leg, right side of your body. Come to center, go to the other side. Come to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy, all the way up. Get those legs together. And give yourself a big hug and a clap for everybody, for me and for you. And we're done. Thank you again for joining me, and this is our lovely little ball. There's a lot of things you can do with this, all right? It's very effective. Innocent little ball. So thanks again for joining me, and my name is Susan, and we'll see you again soon, all right?